All right, hey guys. So I had this idea for an app, and I just felt like, I've seen a lot of things where they say you should build publicly. So I just had the idea of just, recording everything while I do it in the hopes of marketing and getting some users along the way. So, you know, as the journey progresses, just let me know if this makes sense or whatever whatever can be done to fix it, make it better, or if it's something you're interested in. Yeah, so basically the idea is, should I buy this or that, really? And sometimes you can't really buy both, and you don't want to be stuck in the cycle of always texting your friend or someone saying, hey, which one should I buy? So the gist of it is basically you put in your options of what you want to buy, right? And as I scroll, you'll see what I spoke with ChatGPT about and all of that. So, but just giving you the rundown, right? You put in, should I buy, should I get the my windows tinted, or get the PS5, or get this or that, and then it'll just break down everything for you, and based on what you put in, it'll just give you some options, really. And I'm trying to steer away from it being financial advice, because it's not that. It's not, you don't put in, oh, which stock should I buy, because it's not that thing. It's not that app, right? So I'm hoping this makes sense. So as the video goes on, just watch it and let me know what you think in the comments, and let's ride it out. All right, so basically the first prompt I put in was, okay, I have this app, should I buy this or that? I want to build it using Cursor, React Native, and Expo, right? I haven't thought about backend, whether it's Supabase, Convex, Clerk, whatever. Haven't got that far yet. It's just, this is the ideation phase, it should all make sense first, right? I want to say it's a formula, right? But there's more to it than that, because as I scroll, you see, right, like right here where it says the priority score, the higher the score, the more important the thing is. So the car tint got an 88. So that means it's more important now. Not saying saving for a vacation is not important, but a car tint is more important now, and it gives you more in satisfaction now, right? The Beats speaker gives you more satisfaction now, but it's not as important now as the car tint, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So the next thing I wanted to find out, like I said, I haven't thought about backend yet, so I put it into ChatGPT and like, hey, do I need login set up, and can it be local? Because I don't want to be that type of, I know I'm not a big company or whatnot yet, but I don't want your data, right? I don't like when companies take my data and sell it to whoever, right? I don't want to do that, right? So I'm trying to make it not, try to make it so that it doesn't ask you too much. It doesn't ask of too much of your data, like an email, sure, your name, your whatever. But if we don't need that, then fine. But once I threw that in there, it was telling me that, okay, because it's going to have a premium version, right? Because your boy gotta get paid. I have to pay, something. So the premium version, that needs to be linked to an account to say, okay, this account or this user has paid for the premium version. So there needs to be some tie in the back end to say, okay, who's premium or not, right? So I'm guessing that with that sorted out, we'll just go with the basic, email and password sign up, right? And there's nothing wrong with that either, too, because we don't need your phone number, right? We don't need your second born child, none of that. You're throwing your name and your email, and then you're good. Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Another feature that I like is the buy now simulator, right? If you buy it now, how much of your money is gone right? Because you're never gonna get it back unless you get a refund, maybe. But that's one of the features I like in there too. The other one is the swipe decision engine. Swipe left, wait, swipe right, you buy it now, and once you do that, then everything gets recalculated, just to give a better output on your decision, right? Because remember, this is not a financial advising app, right? It's just to help you make a decision. You're making that decision, which is just helping you a little bit, right? If this all makes sense, just let me know in the comments. If it doesn't, let me know as well, because I want this to make sense, because I'm building this for me, but I'm pretty sure that there's people out there that would like something like this as well. So if it works for you but it needs a little bit more polish, just tell me and we'll get it in there, right? Another simple thing I got out of the way right out the bat is just names, right? I said, just give me some names, and the couple that it spit out were, some of them had potential, but when I googled them, they were already used in some cases. So hesitate, sure. But I was like, those, they're but they're not okay, so I was like, okay, just give me some more, some different ones or whatnot. And then I kind of looked up this one. So Wyll, character from Baldur's Gate 3, apparently. I don't know if he's a good character or bad character. I don't know, I've never played that game, but let me know. But we'll stick with Wyll. He looks like a good guy, I guess. All right, so I went with Wyll, right? And then I was like, okay, let's find out color schemes and typography and all of that. So I like earth tones a lot, greens and browns and grays and whatnot. So I was like, okay, I throw it into ChatGPT, give me some earth tone color palettes and see how they come out. And then I just picked the first one because might not make sense off the jump, but it looked good. Like I said, I really like earth tone colors, so yeah, let's just rock with it and see what happens. Because just like what Think Media always says, you gotta just hit record. So I took the first one it gave me, and I took the name Wyll, right? And then started to think of some logo ideas. So I told ChatGPT, like, hey, give me some logo concepts, but give it to me in code, so that it's not generating images, and it's not going to keep saying that, oh, you ran out of image processing, whatever. This one stood out as well. I like the shapes and everything, but I feel like it needed just a little bit more. So what I did was I took this picture right here and the code from this logo, and asked ChatGPT to combine it, but it didn't really do a good job. It came out with this, and that's worse. That's bad, man. That's not good. So what I did was I jumped over to Gemini, Google's Gemini, and I just said, like, hey, I put the picture in as reference. I gave it the code, the color palettes and everything, and then it spit this out, the first one. This one looked good, right? But I didn't like the black dot in the middle, because then it just looked like an A, right? Like, a W-A. But I was like, okay, let's just remove the dot from the middle, and then it gave me this, right? Which I like. It shows the earth tones. It has the W and the green ring. I like that around it. I don't know what the ring is for yet. Maybe it can work something out. I'm finding out. But for now, it looks good. Simple. It's clean. It gets the job done, right? No one knows what it means, but it's provocative, right? But let me do a quick reverse image search and see if any other company or whatnot has that. So, and let's see, 0 matches. So I'm guessing it's unique. I mean, it's a little bit crooked right here. I'm not crooked, but it's a lot of empty space on the right hand side. But hey, 0 matches. That's perfect. 0 is perfect. right? So we can definitely go from there and just start building, right? Like I said, I'm going to use Cursor with this. And so Cursor, React Native, and Expo, that's a very good tech stack right there. And then for backend, like I said, it's still up in the air. I'll still have to find out which ones are more suitable. You know, Convex, Clerk, Superbase, you know, InsForge, whatever. And once I do that, then I'll, you know, make sure I'm recording so I can put out another video. And like I said, guys, just let me know if this makes sense. If it doesn't, tell me what can make it better to make it make sense. Because even though I'm making this app for me, I want other people to use it as well, you know, so that if it helps anyone makes a better financial decisions, right? So guys, I went ahead and after a little bit, I went ahead and just asked ChatGPT, you know, are there any similar apps out there like this? And it basically said not really, because, which I know, because not many apps out there are helping you make a decision on, you know, what to buy or whatnot, you know. So I mean, it said the closest competitors are You Need a Budget, which, you know, it's not really, this app is not really a budgeting app. So, you know, also Rocket Money, Copilot Money, and, you know, buy now pay later apps like Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm. So, you know, those apps don't offer what I'm going to build into this app. So hopefully, you know, that gives us an edge, really. So I'm also recording this during the World Cup. So, you know, you see I have my Portugal jersey on, you know, Ronaldo, the GOAT. So, you know, let me know who you guys think is gonna win. I mean, by the time it's probably somebody already won, but, you know, let me know which team you support. And yeah, but don't forget, it's not a financial advisor, right? So so yeah, thanks for your patience, guys. I appreciate it. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.